What's up today, my wonderful people? Thank you all for checking out another video. I really appreciate you. What I want to talk to you about today is the fact that you have to focus on what God is doing in your life, okay? In other words, stop competing with others. Too often, people, they want to compete with the next person. This person makes more money than them, so they're trying to beat that person. Or this person has more followers on a social network, so they want to beat that person. Listen, if you just focus on what God is doing in your life, guess what? You'll be a whole lot happier, because you see, everybody has a unique plan that is orchestrated, that is made by God. Okay, you are made for a special purpose, right? I know the world. I know the world tried to fool you. I know the world, tried to get you caught up in a rat race, so you will forget about God's plan. I know how the world tried to fool you. But I'm just here today to remind you that don't worry about what everybody else is doing. You just stay focused on God, because sometimes you can get so caught up in doing what the next person's doing, or doing something just because it's in style, or just because it looks cool, or just because it's popular, or just because it's influenced on you. And the whole time you could be missing God. you know, I'm talking about the whole time you could be in a whole nother arena. In other words, if we playing a football game, and the play that God has for your life is a running play, meaning that as soon as the ball is hiked, the ball is going to be handed to you, and you got to run it to the touchdown, right? To the end zone. Well, if you caught up looking at what the other coach is doing, looking in his playbook, you know, you over there looking in the wrong playbook. Now you think that it's supposed to be a pass play, and God trying to hand you the ball so you could take off running, but you not even looking for the ball. You running downfield thinking somebody about to throw you a pass. Like, that's not of God. That's something that you learn from the world. In other words, this is what I'm saying. God is going to hand you the ball. It ain't going to be hard. You ain't got to run full speed right now, because God is with you. When God hands you the ball, just like a football play, the hole is going to open up. If you know anything about football, if you ever watch NFL from the camera angle that's behind the players, behind the running back, you'll see whenever the quarterback hands the running back the ball, all the linemen, they block a certain way that creates a hole or a gap for that running back to run through so he can score a touchdown. In other words, what God has for your life, He will provide. Listen, God is not gonna give you an assignment and He doesn't provide. God is not gonna tell you to go somewhere and you go there, and you run into you know you run into a big giant wall and fall down and kill yourself. No, His plan for you is gonna open up just like that running back. See, if you watch the NFL sometimes, man, and you really pause your TV and you zoom in on the running back and look at his eyes wide open before the play, because he is looking for that hole. In other words, he knows where the hole is, but he's kind of trying to read it. You know what I mean? He's making sure it's going to be open. That's how you got to be. So whenever the quarterback hikes the ball and hands it to you, your eyes need to be open, man, because they may have a little devil that may try to sneak through that hole and get you. But all you got to do is stiff arm him, man. He ain't gonna be able to pull you down, right? This the Bible tells you that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. So that hole that God is opening up for you to run through, listen, it don't matter who stands in the middle of that hole, man. All you got to do is stiff arm him. That's all you got to do. And it's going to be effortless too, because you have that grace on you. You have that anointing on you. And listen, God, He rests, rules, and abide, right? And meaning that, man, I'm telling you the truth. God is with you, so you don't have anything to be worried about. So in conclusion, when you focus on what God is doing in your life, when you focus on the running play that God has for your life, you're not concerned about what the other coach is doing. You ain't worried about the other team. You ain't worried about the other people. You just keep your eyes locked on that hole, because at the end of the day, when you stand before the Lord, you want the Lord to say, well done, my good and faithful servant. You don't want him to say, well, you was way over there. I was trying to get you over here. Like, why you ain't never, listen to me? Nah, you don't want none of that. I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. You don't want to hear none of that. You don't want to hear none of that. You want to stay focused on what he wants you to do. Bottom line. Bottom line. So whatever you're going through today, whatever, worldly trends that you're caught up in, whatever things that you're doing just for popularity, listen, leave all that stuff alone, man. Leave it all alone. Come on back to the cross. Come on back to what God has put you here to do. Be attentive to his voice and get ready. He about to hand you the football, man. Just get ready to hit the hole, all right? I love you. Thank you for checking out another video. I really appreciate you. Listen, this video helped you out. Be sure to hit the share button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's very important you subscribe. That way we can stay connected and you'll be notified every single time that a new video is uploaded, okay? I love you. I will talk to you tomorrow morning.